Hello and welcome. In this video, we will learn about Documaker Studio form list. We will see how to create a form list from scratch and other properties while working with the form list. All right, let's get started. So what is form list? By now you would have some idea about what is form list. It's a collection of forms that apply to each business unit and to maintain form level triggering information. So business unit is nothing but key one and key two information. So for a particular combination of key one and key two, if that happens in the input file, we will be mapping a certain form list, and that form list will be having multiple forms inside that. And inside that forms also, like inside form list also, we can set trigger for each forms based on the condition business scenarios. We can set it there as well. So by adding categories at the business definition file level, forms can be organized inside a form list. We have see like how to create a categories in the business definition file level. Uh, we'll see further on that as well today in this video. The information for a form list stored in a file with a grp extension. So when you are working when you create a form list inside Documaker Studio, when you save it, it will be saved as .grp file. For each group Q1 and Q2, you have a separate grp file. All right, so we know that. Let's see like how to create a form list in Documaker Studio. Let me open Documaker Studio. So all right, so let me open the definition file. So let me open in edit mode. So the reason I'm going to definition, first of all, to understand like what we are currently triggering. Okay, so right now we are triggering this Samco LB1. Okay, so we have used an existing form and we have added our form into that. Like right now we are going to create a new form list. So let's do that. I'm going to click on new. You can go by clicking on new here, or you can go by opening on the form list where you can get a window where you can open it. Okay, so other options are available. All right, so this is how it will look when you create a form list for first time. So you can add first of all, like you need to add forms. That's the main thing that you need to do as part of form list. So you can add form by clicking here or right click here, add form, both also possible. So directly clicking here also possible. So let's add the form that we have, important notice and welcome form for now. So I'm just going to add this. Okay, all right, so this has been added. Now let's look at the properties here. There are not much properties, but let's see what are those. So the form name, it's coming there, and form description, you can see there is a parenthesis after the file name here. Okay, so once you added the description, that will come there. So let's see that. So important notice, I'll name it as like legal notice as a description, just to give some meaningful name here. Okay, so legal notice, and then for welcome form, I'll give NB, new business welcome letter. Okay, so that also is there. Now other options, few other options, like which is related to interactive documents, the interactive documents like pre-selected and exclude from user selection, all those. Okay, so this exclude from page count, you can, if you want to omit page number for this particular document, for this particular form, you can select that. Okay, say I'll take an example here, again the banner page example, where we have some information only for the printing team. Okay, there will be like a front banner page, and at the end there will be a back banner page. Okay, so each banner page will have only printing related information that will be sent only to the printing team, which will not be sent as a document to the customer or any other recipient. So in that case, like you don't want to kind of impact the page number for the other main documents. So you can for banner page and all, you can select this option, so it will be, the page count will be excluded from this for that particular form. Okay, so that is one example that I can give. And there is file name, which is an optional item. This is basically like let's see the description what they give in the document. It says like enter a file name for this form. Usually you would keep the form name and the file name are same, so this name and that name should be same. That is because but some platform will not let you use certain character in the file name. So since certain characters is not allowed in the file name, so they are asking us to keep the file name here also. Here it will be allowed, that's what they're telling. So it's an option, so I'm going to skip that for now. So let's move on. Like we have added these two forms now, and as in the PDF level, since we have added categories, these are coming. Okay, otherwise it will not be coming for you if you are not added the categories here. Okay, so since we added the categories like NY and LA, so that is coming here. So we can arrange our forms in that categories as we need. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's create two more forms. Let me open this form. Okay, new file. So this is the okay. Let me open this also. Just to open in view mode. Okay, so I'm going to change this as like ny important notice. Okay, and I'm going to save as this ny important notice. Okay, so consider this is not only the change, consider there is different content coming for ny specific contents are coming under this. So I'm not going to change this for now, just keep it simple. So this important notice is for New York State. Okay, so let's save, let's put one more thing. The other one is PA or LA state. Okay, so this one I will save as LA. So NY and PA. Okay, so let's check in these two. So we just created this X and it's not even format. Okay, so let's create a form also for those. New form. So just adding the body part. This is for LA. Finish. File save. LA important notice. Okay. Check in. Add one more form. Here also I'm going to add only in the body. Finish. File save. NY. All right, so we have added two more forms. Let's go to our form list. Let's add form. Let's add that NY and LA. Okay, right. So we have NY. So I'm going to put this under this category and LA under this category. NY under this and LA under this. So this is just an example for you to understand. Okay, so why we are doing this. So see here, there is no trigger or anything. We are just passing the placing the file inside those category, that's all. So there could be a trigger like here where this particular, we can set a trigger like this. When we'll talk about trigger later, how to set a trigger and all, but for now, like assume there is a logic behind. When the state code is ny, that time only this page will be triggering. Otherwise this will trigger for everything other than ny and LA. Okay, So this will state specific notice that will go to NY, and this is LA specific notice that will go to LA state. Okay, so that's how we will categorize and things in the forms. Okay, so let me go ahead and check in this form list. Okay, save this. And one more thing, like whatever the order that we keep here, in the output it will came in the same order. Let's say like we have important notice first, so in the output you can see important notice first, and if you want a welcome letter to be in the first place, after welcome letter you should have the important notice. You can use this arrow here. So okay, you can move up and down like that. So our output should have welcome letter first, and then there is an important notice, and after that, right now we don't have any trigger, but this also will come as it is. Okay, and one more thing, make sure that when you are adding something, make sure that you are adding the copy accordingly. Okay, so and adding copy for agent, company, insured, and owner. Okay, adding everything for. All right, so that is. So here we need to edit this file because I didn't added the recipient details in the section level. Okay, we need to add here in to make it eligible, and do it at the page level also. So check in this. Let's go to the. Now you can see this is coming. Okay, one copy. I'm just keeping one copy, and let's take in the LA importance important notice. Let's edit this one. Edit file. Go at the page level. Eligible, getting eligible for everything. Just check in the form. So now coming here, let me put 2 copies for agent. Okay, just to give a difference here, and rest of them I'll keep 1 copy. Okay, so these form lists are saved. Okay, so we have everything set up, everything is done. Nothing much in the form list as part of properties. These are the things. Okay, so let's save this. Save the form list. NB in new business form list. Okay, I'm just keeping it simple. Okay, so we'll continue working on the business definition file. Here we can see, like in this business definition file, we already using this form list. When the combination SEO and CEO combination occurs, this will be triggered. So I'm going to change that to NB form list. All right, so that's all we need. We done everything here. So I'm going to check in this, and I'm going to hit run now. Let's see how the output is coming. So I'm going to run this. Okay, it has run successfully. Let me open. So you can let me open Inshoot now. Inshoot PDF. So here we have 8 pages. So as I said, like earlier, the order, right? The order that we see here, in the same order it will be the forms will be arranged in our output. Okay, so in the same, first we have welcome letter that we have, and then welcome letter second page, then we have important notice, the regular important notice that we have here, and then we have the second page of important notice, and then LA important notice, and then we have in NY important notice, but here that is in different order. NY and yeah, I don't know why it is coming that way, but it should be in that order. I'll check on that. Okay, we'll check on that, but that doesn't important right now. But we know, like, we got the idea, right? It has to be in this order, but when I add the categories, it is like things are changing now a little bit. But fine for now. Let's move on. Let me open agent. Let's see how it coming in the agent. So in the agent we have two copies of LA important notice. Okay, so we have welcome letter and then we have welcome letter back, second page important notice, the regular one, and then LA important notice, LA important notice second page, NY important notice second page, and again we are getting LA important notice. So we are getting two copies of LA important notice in this case. Okay, all right, so that's how this is working. Okay, so the order, when we add the categories, it is changing a little bit. I'm not sure about that. It might be a glitch in the Documaker studio, but that's that's not a big deal here. Okay, it doesn't matter if you don't have categories also, that is not a problem. It's up to us, like, how whether we need to have a category or not. Okay, but if you see at this level, it is coming in the order that we kept here. Okay, all right, so moving on, you might have noticed one more thing. uh, I just want to, that's all from the form list standpoint, nothing much about it. I'm just jumping into a different topic here quickly. You can see my input file. So the input file has four customer. Okay, so basically I'm repeating four customer. So but you will see, let me, sorry about that. So let me remove everything. Okay, I'm just keeping only one customer here. Sorry about that. I need to close this. Let me close the PDF completely. Sometimes it's make that error happen. Still we open the PDF. Okay, so it's not throwing error. What you need to look into this, like, I have only one customer and I am having agent copy. Just open one of them. Okay, so agent copy has 10 pages. That is fine. We have everything as it is. Okay, so we got NY and LY important notice. Now I'm going to have, you can look at this size. Okay, 32 KB. Now I'm going to add the other customer. I have four customer now. Control S. I'm going to run it again. So now if you go to data, if you open this one, earlier we have 10 pages. Now also we are seeing 10 pages. Okay, but the size has increased to 126 KB. Okay, we have four customer, so 32 into 4, that's why we got this 126 KB. The reason, because this is a flat PDF. Okay, we are generating a flat PDF, meaning the other customer record is also will be in this document. We need an external software to split it, by if you want to split it, you can have another software to split it, but at this point I'm not going to show that. But there is a way to split the file when we are running the Gentran program, but we will see that later in the course. Okay, so I just want to keep a note on that, to make sure that when we have multiple customer here, why we are generating only one set of documents. Okay, so you might have that questions in your mind, but I just want to make that, to clarify that. I just give an idea here. Okay, all right, so let's move on. So coming back to the form list, I think that's all. We have covered everything from a form list standpoint. Let's see the summary here. So we have seen like what is form list. We know like how to create a form list and adding forms inside that. And we have also seen like how to make the form in an organized way using categories and properties of the form list. There is not much in the properties. We have seen like the few properties like description, file names, all those things, and organizing form with categories also we have seen. Okay, so all right, that's all from in this video. We will watch in the next video. Until then, goodbye. Thank you.